From Hollywood, California, number 10, Kelsey Plum.
You like, okay, this is really cool, right? This is amazing. And then when it actually happens, it's kind of like you're in shock a little bit. Definitely felt like almost emotional. It's hard to do, you know? And so it just was like, man, I was trying to take a second to just, hey, Kelsey, like, good job.
Picture this: a packed arena, fans on their feet in history into making Kelsey Plum's jersey ascends to the rafters at the University of Washington. The first women's basketball player to receive this honor. The energy is electric, with NBA stars singing her praises and former teammates shedding tears of joy. It's a moment Plum will never forget.
Showed us what greatness looks like. You allowed us to follow you throughout your extraordinary career, and today we made and forever.
I never really thought about it in the sense of like the jersey being hung and the records and things like that. I just wanted to be the best I could be, you know, and just trying to like push that limit. And then I look back now and it's really cool to have a full circle moment, look back and just say, man, like, dang, that is a lot of points. I never really thought about it like that, you know?
And just trying to like push that limit. And then I look back now and it's really cool to have a full circle moment, look back and just say, man, like, D, that is a lot of points. I never really thought about it like that, you know. Now shift gears. In another part of the country, Asia Wilson scrolls through her phone, frowning at the lack of buzz around her own jersey retirement. In February, tickets are going for less than the price of a pizza, and the event isn't even close to selling out. We'll talk about Asia's reaction in a bit. How did two WNBA stars end up with such different celebrations? The answer might surprise you, and it's got everyone talking about the future of women's basketball. Are you ready? Let's go. What's wild? Kelsey Plum just made history, and the whole basketball world is buzzing. Picture this: Alaska Airlines arena packed with more than 10,000 fans. The air is electric, like everyone knows they're about to witness something special.
It's that time. Call this.
You guys, everyone wants me to cry today. No way. Oh.
Let's rewind a bit. Plum's college career was legendary. We're talking NCAA scoring records that stood until Caitlin Clark came along. This girl racked up 3,527 points during her time at Washington. That's not just good, that's break the scoreboard good.
Plum.
Between setting a scoring record and being the first woman to have her jersey retired in the rafters, Kelsey Plum is setting the precedent for the Huskies women's basketball team.
I think if anything, it just shows, like if you're a women's basketball player wanting to play in college and you watch today, it's like, this is what support is and what it looks like, right? Having a sellout crowd come back and acknowledge someone that played here. So it's possible to do, right? And I just think that a lot of times, sometimes you have to see it to know, like, hey, wait a second, like, there's a big fan base here, you know?
Plum wasn't just about the points. She was a free throw wizard, setting the record with 912 successful shots from the line in her senior year. She went full supernova, dropping 19 points in a single season. That's the kind of performance that makes basketball purists weep with joy.
The first pick. Plum, just like that. Wow, Kelsey. Plum, my goodness. Plum. Kelsey Plum. Oh, baby. Kelsey with two more. Plum. And there it is. Ladies and gents, you are looking at the #1 scorer in women's D1 college basketball, Kelsey Plum.
Now he's honoring her in a way they've never done for any other women's basketball player. During halftime, the crowd goes silent, all eyes on that number 10 jersey slowly rising to the rafters. It's a symbol of everything Plum achieved and everything she represents for women's basketball.
Number 10 honors the exceptional journey of Kelsey Plum, whose impact extends far beyond the University of Washington, from becoming the NCAA's all-time leading scorer to leading the Huskies to national prominence. Her number 10 jersey symbolizes greatness. Off the court, while at UW, Kelsey earned a degree in anthropology from the College of Arts and Sciences. On court, Kelsey was named the 2017 AP and Naismith Player of the Year. She was a 2-time All-American. She was a 4-time All-Pac-12. She held all-time scoring leader record from 2017 to 2024.
This isn't just about Plum stats, it's about the impact she had on the program. Remember when Washington made it to their first ever Final Four in 2016? Yeah, that was Plum leading the charge. She didn't just set records, she put you women's basketball on the map.
She is UW's all-time three-point leader and second all-time in Pac-12 history, and she broke the 33-year-old NCAA career free throw record with 912 points. She was the #1 draft pick for the WNBA in 2017.
Plum's taking it all and looking genuine. Ely moved it just brings back so many memories. She says her voice a mix of nostalgia and disbelief. I really feel so blessed to share this moment with my family. Life happens so fast it feels like 2 weeks ago I was a senior here.
Kelsey's legacy didn't stop after the UW. She has gone on to become a 2-time WNBA champion, 3-time WNBA All-Star and All-Star MVP in 2022, FIBA gold medalist, and 2-time Olympic gold medalist. This jersey retirement celebrates a career that continues to shine, immortalizing her achievements as part of Husky history forever.
During timeouts, the arena erupts with messages from Plum's Las Vegas Aces, teammates, her old Husky squad, and her family. It's like the whole basketball community showed up to say, Kelsey, you're one of the greats.
One word to describe Kelsey Plum is fierce.
She was a leader right from the get-go.
Ability to laser focus.
She's a winner.
What truly sets Kelsey apart is her character.
Kelsey's work ethic is second to none.
She has that it factor.
Kelsey Plum is a dog.
In high school, Kelsey made a name for herself as one of the most talented, hardworking players in the country.
She was different from even the day she stepped on campus.
Straight from the airport, first day on campus was right to the gym.
What I appreciate most about Kelsey is her work ethic, and there is not a single person in any sport that I've ever covered that has outworked Kelsey Plum.
At W's current head coach Tina Langley beams, what a fun day to celebrate history. And Kelsey Plum, we're so excited to have her number up in the rafters. She's known for her exceptional hard work, and she's also an incredible person.
I was here in the gym. She was always on the other side getting the same amount of work in.
You hear people, being in the gym before, after practice. That was her every single day.
First one's here, last one's to leave. Kelsey literally never left.
Every single drill that we did was competitive because of her.
It was her. That was her drive, her focus, and her desire. And I think that's what makes her who she is.
She had laser focus for what she wanted to do, and she was going to do it, and no one was going to stop her from doing it.
As the crowd erupts in cheers, you can't help but think this is what it looks like when hard work pays off, and it's pretty darn. And inspiring Plum's jersey retirement isn't just a personal achievement, it's a milestone for women's basketball as a whole.
Just the fact that she's hanging her jersey there in Heck Ed, shows a different side of her. Not just the talent, but the competitive side and the desire to sacrifice. I just don't think many people, and I'm not saying kids, I'm not saying players, I'm just saying people in general. I don't think people have that in them.
There is so much that Kelsey has accomplished throughout her career. She's truly one of the best to play the game, and she played at Washington. Her impact will last forever, and that's why we're hanging her number in the rafters today, so that we will never forget the player and the person that she is.
Hold up, folks. While we're all riding high on Kelsey Plum's jersey retirement celebration, there's some serious drama unfolding behind the scenes. You know how they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, not this time. Let's be real for a second. Kelsey Plum's future with the Las Vegas Aces is looking shakier than a house of cards in a wind tunnel. The team slapped a core designation on her, and trade rumors are flying faster than a Plum three-pointer.
Kelsey, I've said these words to you many times. You made me a better coach. Had you not been a part of what we were doing, I wouldn't have got a chance to live out my dream.
Welcome to the club of jersey retirements. Congratulations. You're just well-deserved, and keep going and keep striving for greatness.
But here's the kicker. It's not just about basketball. Plum's feeling like the forgotten middle child in the Aces family. Asia Wilson and Coach Becky Hammond are hogging all the attention. It's like high school all over again, but with million-dollar contracts and championship rings.
On multiple conversations that I've had, it does seem like the most likely scenario is that Kelsey Plum would move on from the Aces.
My basketball mind, though, is still having a hard time wrapping my head around Kelsey leaving and going to an org like the Valkyries.
Al, you might be thinking, why would Plum want to leave a championship team? Well, Sometimes it's not about the hardware, it's about feeling valued, appreciated, and seen. And right now, Plum's feeling more invisible than a referee's whistle in crunch time.
A little surprising, and I think why there's so much conversation, at least from what I'm seeing, about Kelsey Plum is that during the season when the rest of the core aces, the other, they're the core four, Asia, Chelsea, Jackie Young, and Kelsey Plum. So when her other three, counterparts, they signed extensions, she did not.
They've been making some interesting moves lately. And let me tell you, they're not just rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. These folks mean. Picture this Kelsey Plum, the undisputed star of the women's Bay Area basketball scene. No more playing second fiddle, no more living in anyone's shadow. It's got a nice ring to it, doesn't?
You mentioned that she did not sign an extension, and former general manager Natalie Williams told me before she and the Aces parted ways that, Kelsey was offered an extension and declined.
But hold up, folks. While we're all riding high on Kelsey Plum's jersey retirement celebration, there's some serious drama unfolding behind the scenes. You know how they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, not this time. Let's be real for a second. Kelsey Plum's future with the Las Vegas Aces is looking shakier than a house of cards in a wind tunnel. The team slapped a core designation on her, and trade rumors are flying faster than a Plum three-pointer.
I do think it's interesting is that there is a team that will be coming to the league this year, the Golden State Valkyries, and a part of me just kind of feels like that might be a fresh start for Kelsey Plum if she does decide that she wants to move on from the Aces. To me, it gives them an opportunity to have a great perimeter scorer, which we know that Kelsey Plum is, but it also will add a little bit of familiarity for her because the new head coach was the former assistant coach in Las Vegas, and I think that could also be something that plays well where you're getting a new environment and you're getting a new experience, but you're also still working with someone who knows you and knows you well. So you get a bit of the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I definitely would not rule that out. Something that really stands out to me is that, Kelsey is a Southern California native, and San Francisco is, it's within the state. California is a large state, but it's still within the state. And I think that stands out. To me, that's like the most intriguing destination for Kelsey. I totally understand the fit. You mentioned like perimeter scoring for the Valkyries, and they'll absolutely need that. But I think also she brings like this, veteran championship mentality that Natalie Nakaze has emphasized that she wants to cultivate in the Golden State. And so to me, that would just be knock out of the park. And they have the room to do it. They're just building their roster. Cap space is not going to be a problem. So that stands out to me, definitely.